I'm Trenda Book, and I struggled for a 14-year battle with my son that was addicted to drugs. And I'm just here to share my story with you, to be encouraged that there's hope and nothing is too hard for God. I believe a lot of our kids' choices are made because of our background, what we went through. I came through an addiction background of sexual abuse and addiction, and I realized that I had been set free years ago. So I knew that nothing is too hard for God. So that's why I think I was also able to stand for the 14 years, because I had been delivered. You wonder, how did my son get in this situation? You know, you wonder, not my son, not my kid, but you know what? It was a 14-year battle of him in and out of jail, on drugs. And I'm just here to encourage you that not to give up, because nothing is too hard for God, absolutely nothing. There was also a couple of times that was really, really hard for me. One of them was seeing my son in court for the very first time. That was real difficult. The other one, of course, was visiting him in jail, one of the times he was in, seeing him and have to talk to him through the phone. But another incident was really, really tough. Is he had committed a crime in another state, and the police came to my mother's house looking for him, and I had to turn him in. I felt like I betrayed him because he trusted me, and my mother had to take him into another room to keep him occupied while I went in and called the police on the phone. And I had to turn him in because the warrant read that he was armed, and so that meant that they could take him any way they have to, and that's what the police told me. And they said, if you want your son alive, you need to call us the minute he arrives. And that's what I did. There might be a time when you have to close that door. Not permanently, but you have to close the door, but not your heart. And sometimes us as parents, we get a little hard. We might not even want to hear their name anymore. We're so tired of their coming in and out, in and out. But the thing is once you close that door, you're not closing your heart to them. You have to realize that. And it's only temporary, because there is a light at the end of that tunnel. As of today, my son, Travis, has been delivered for 16 years off of all addiction. And his wife has been clean for 15 years. And they have custody back, of course, of their daughter. So now he's very active in Celebrate Recovery, a program that's called Celebrate Recovery. He goes around sharing, giving his testimony. He's a leader. He teaches. God is just using him mightily. And it's wonderful for me to sit back and think, oh my gosh, I get so emotional when I think how far God has brought him. And I can see him being used by God and being a mentor to others as well. I want you to know one thing, that God is no respecter of person. What he did for me, he can do for you. I just want you to know that. It's very, very important that you not give up and realize that with God, all things are possible.